Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have a Houston Rocket video. We're going to emphasize Alperen Sengun. He has been an absolute menace in just very little sample size this year for the Houston Rockets. Welcome back to the channel, though, guys. If you enjoy it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Always appreciated. We're out here in the suburbs right now, hitting North Carolina tomorrow for Thanksgiving break. I have a ear infection right here, and it sucks. So, yeah, I just wanted to rant about it. Now, Alperen Sengun on the season, we've got his stats right here. 8.8 points per game, 4.8 rebounds, and 2.4 assists per game with about, not really, about a steal and a half per game, 1.3 steals per game, and about half a block per game. So, right now, you're witnessing Alperen Sengun just kind of it's all kind of coming full circle right now, because what you have is 15 straight losses for the Houston Rockets, and it's crazy because it's almost like the Rockets have more media attention to them right now because they've lost 15 straight games, as opposed to if the Rockets were, let's say, like, if the Rockets were 4-12 right now, people would just be saying, oh yeah, they've got some pieces, but you know, they're on their way up, but there's nothing really there this year. Well, after winning the second game to the Oklahoma City Thunder, they have now lost 15 straight games. Now, granted, they are in the Western Conference, and they were just on a West Coast road trip, and that definitely doesn't help, but tough loss to the Boston Celtics after being in it for the first half of it. You got the Chicago Bulls, I believe, tomorrow night, so Wednesday, and then I believe Charlotte is on Friday, or maybe it's Saturday. Is a win going to happen this week? Most likely not. Do the Rockets get to 1-18 with 17 straight losses? Most likely, if we're just going to be real here. But one of the major bright spots has been Alperen Sengun, and it's more so like recently, the month of November, everything's really just kind of, he's figuring it out. He's shooting like 50% from downtown, he's shooting like 40% from downtown. He's shooting over 50% from the field. Less turnovers. He's only averaging 1.2 in the last 10 per game, or 1.2 per game in the last 10, as opposed to 2.2 to kind of start that season, the first 10 or so games. So Alperen Sengun, although he is not playing as much as I'm sure he would like and a lot of us would like, he is producing. And the last game against the Boston Celtics was where I feel like particularly it was really just kind of, it's like all of the NBA media who was watching the Rockets Celtics game or was paying attention to it is like, why is Alperen Sengun not getting more minutes? Because he put up 8 points, 6 rebounds, and a team high 7 assists, also threw in 2 steals in just 21 minutes. Shot 51% from the field, 100% from the free throw line, which, by the way, he's shooting 59% from the free throw line in his last 10 games. He's shooting 72% on the season, so he's struggling a little bit from the free throw line. That's probably like the only critique I have for him at this current moment. But for the most part, man, Alperen Sengun, and here's the thing, because he's averaging good stats for literally the last 10 games, he's averaging less than 18 minutes, which is so weird because you have Steven Silas saying like change is coming and takes Daniel Tice out of the starting lineup for a couple of games. It doesn't work well because he inserted Daniel House Jr. in the starting lineup, but it's just weird. It's just the Rockets are in a weird stage right now because I think all of us were prepared for a losing season, prepared for a lottery pick in the draft, not making the playoffs, but to lose 15 straight games after just winning the second game, getting like the Rockets were 1-1 at one point. When the Rockets were 1-1, people are thinking, yeah, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder, but still, nonetheless, it was a very good win against the Thunder. And hey, maybe the Rockets actually have something here to work with this season. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But Alperen Sengun, thank goodness, because here's the bottom line. Jalen Green right now to me is looking like a career 18 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, 5 assists per game type of player. Not necessarily a superstar franchise player, but that's just because we've only played 16 games. So I think it's bound to change. I think Jalen Green is definitely going to be a superstar. He's definitely got the charisma at the very least. He's definitely got the talent to be a superstar as well. But a lot of people are saying, like, oh, the Rockets shouldn't have even drafted Jalen Green. They should have just gotten Evan Mobley. Well, if they had drafted Evan Mobley, you wouldn't have Alperen Sengun. And Alperen Sengun is he literally looks like a miniature, or doesn't look like it, but he plays like a miniature Nikola Jokic, who, by the way, won MVP last season. So it's like, it's okay. The Rockets, 4 first-round draft picks, yeah. 3 out of the 4 haven't really been playing as much as all of us would like, but hey, that's what for the second half of the season is for. That's what happens when DJ Augustine gets shipped out, Daniel House Jr. gets shipped out, Daniel Tice gets moved to the bench. This is the second half of the season, even the calendar year. Once the calendar year hits 2022, that's when I think you're going to start seeing a lot of these changes take place. Because right now, Steven Silas, I'm sure he's also like, it's not like the Rockets want to lose all these games. So Silas is trying to win. The front office is trying to win. They're trying to win games, so it makes more sense to play your veterans more as opposed to the young rookies who were just drafted a couple of months ago if you're trying to win basketball games right now. Because let's be real, Steven Silas is fighting for his life. He's fighting for his life in the group chat right now. He is down bad. You cannot lose 15 straight games. You cannot lose 21 straight games in the first season you're coaching. He got a pass because they traded away Russell Westbrook. They traded away John Wall. They traded away James Harden, traded away PJ Tucker, Victor Oladipo. So he gets a pass for last year, which he probably really shouldn't have. But this year, 15 straight, man, it's absolutely unexcusable. So that's it for today. I really just wanted to talk about Alperen Sengun here because he is an absolute stud. But that's it for today, guys. If you enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I love posting these Rocket videos on this channel as opposed to my main channel because, I don't know, they do better. And also, there's just, everyone here is a Rockets fan, so it's just kind of cool to have all these Rocket fans in the comment section. So drop a comment down below on your thoughts on Alperen Sengun, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.